Every champion was once broken. Every legend was once doubted. Every dream was once just a struggle. But struggles don't define us. How we rise beyond them does. This is where stories come alive. Stories of pain, sacrifice, and triumph. Stories of those who refuse to quit. Welcome to Beyond the Struggles, where every setback is just the beginning of greatness. Before the lights of Old Trafford, before the roaring crowds of the Santiago Bernabéu, before the Ballon d'Ors and global fame, there was just a boy. A boy born in one of the poorest neighborhoods of Funchal, Madeira. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. And his story begins here. Cristiano was born on February 5, 1985, the youngest of 4 children. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, worked as a kit man at a local football club. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked tirelessly as a cook and a cleaner. The family lived in poverty, so much so that sometimes there wasn't enough food on the table. In his autobiography, Ronaldo's mother once admitted, she almost considered not keeping him. Life was hard. Another mouth to feed seemed impossible. But fate had other plans. The family lived in a tiny tin-roofed home, so close to the sea that the sound of waves filled the nights. Cristiano shared a room with his siblings with barely enough space to stretch. It was here, in these humble conditions, that the spark of greatness began. From the very beginning, Ronaldo was different. Football wasn't just a game, it was survival. He played barefoot in the streets, using old rags rolled into a ball. Hours passed like minutes. He played against older kids, tougher kids. But he never backed down. Neighbors would watch him play and shake their heads. They said, "This boy, he's special." His energy was endless. His determination was unmatched. Even as a child, he hated losing. He would cry, sometimes even throw tantrums when his team failed to win. To him, football was not play, it was destiny. As a boy, he earned 2 nicknames. His friends called him Crybaby, because defeat brought tears to his eyes. And they called him B, because he was everywhere on the pitch, buzzing, fast, untouchable. Both names told the same story, a boy who cared more than anyone else. His father, Diniz, was a quiet man who struggled with alcohol. He worked at Andorinha, a small local football club, where Cristiano's talent first bloomed. Despite his struggles, Diniz supported his son's dream. He would carry little Cristiano to matches, often with no money for proper boots. Football was the bond between them, a bond that shaped Cristiano's childhood and his hunger to succeed. At just 12 years old, Cristiano made the bravest decision of his young life. He left Madeira. He left his family. He left everything he knew, to chase a dream in Lisbon at Sporting's Academy. Those first months were brutal. He was alone, far from his mother, far from the comfort of home. He cried every night. Many kids would have given up. But Ronaldo? He turned pain into fuel. Every tear became motivation. Every lonely night a promise, I will make my family proud. At 15, another challenge nearly ended his journey. Doctors discovered a heart condition, tachycardia. His career, his dream, his future, was suddenly in danger. Cristiano underwent surgery. A laser procedure corrected the problem. Days later, he was back on the training field. For him, football was not optional, it was life itself. From his teenage years, Ronaldo became obsessed with improvement. When teammates went home, he stayed behind, running, lifting, practicing free kicks. He wasn't born the strongest, but he decided he would become the strongest. He wasn't born the fastest, but he trained to be the fastest. Talent gave him a start, but obsession made him unstoppable. Cristiano Ronaldo's childhood was marked by poverty, struggle, and pain. But within that hardship grew fire, resilience, and unshakable belief. He was no ordinary boy. He was a boy who saw the world telling him no, and decided to answer with yes. This was the foundation of a legend. At just 12 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo stepped into a world he did not know. Lisbon was massive compared to the small island of Madeira. It was busy, loud, and overwhelming. And Cristiano was just a boy, alone, scared, and far away from home. He cried often. He missed his family, his mother, the comfort of home. But inside, he carried a voice that whispered, "This is the price of greatness." The Sporting Lisbon Academy was no easy place. Hundreds of boys dreamed of one thing, becoming professionals. Every day was a battle. Only the best survived. Cristiano was smaller than many. His clothes were often worn out. He didn't have the nicest boots. He didn't have money. But he had something no one could buy, obsession. Some mocked him for his accent, calling him names. Some laughed when he cried at night. But Ronaldo didn't fight back with words. He fought back with football. Cristiano was always the last to leave the field. After training ended, while others relaxed, he practiced. Sprint after sprint. Kick after kick. He trained not to be good. He trained to be the best. He was obsessed. If a teammate could do 10 push-ups, Ronaldo would do 20. If someone ran 5 laps, he ran 10. He would stand in front of a mirror, flexing, imagining the stronger body he wanted to build. At 14, he was already shaping the man who would dominate world football. Ronaldo's obsession with football came at a cost. School was difficult. He had little interest in studying. Once, after being mocked by a teacher for his dream, he threw a chair in frustration. That day he made a decision: he would give everything to football. No plan B. Only destiny. At 15, Ronaldo's dream nearly ended. Doctors discovered a heart condition, tachycardia. His heart raced dangerously fast, threatening his career, even his life. Cristiano underwent surgery. For most, recovery would take weeks. For Ronaldo, it took days. He returned to the pitch almost immediately. To him, football was not just passion, it was survival. Nothing could take it from him. By 16, coaches at Sporting knew they had something extraordinary. His speed was terrifying. His dribbling electric. His hunger unmatched. He wasn't just another academy player. He was different. Teammates noticed his will to win. Even in training matches, if he lost, he cried. Losing was not in his vocabulary. Every touch, every sprint, every shot, it all mattered. On September 29, 2002, a 17-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo made his debut for Sporting Lisbon's first team. In just his first season, he dazzled crowds with speed, flair, and confidence far beyond his years. The skinny boy from Madeira was now making headlines. And then came the night that changed everything. August 6, 2003. Sporting Lisbon vs Manchester United. Cristiano tore through the English defense with pace, skill, and fearlessness. United's players begged Sir Alex Ferguson to sign him. Days later, the deal was done. The boy was now bound for greatness. From the streets of Madeira to the Academy of Lisbon, Cristiano Ronaldo fought loneliness, poverty, and even his own body. But through it all, he refused to quit. At just 18, he was on his way to Manchester. The boy who once cried himself to sleep was about to step onto the world's biggest stage. England, the birthplace of football. In August 2003, an 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo landed in Manchester. He carried no trophies, no fame, only raw talent, hunger, and a dream. What awaited him was not just a new club, but the beginning of his rise to greatness. Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the greatest managers in football history, saw something special. To Ferguson, Ronaldo wasn't just another signing. He was the future. On August 16, 2003, Cristiano made his debut at Old Trafford. Wearing the number 7 shirt once worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham, he stepped onto the pitch with fearless confidence. Within minutes, he dazzled the crowd with stepovers, runs, and flair never seen before in England. On August 16, 2003, Cristiano made his debut at Old Trafford. Wearing the number 7 shirt once worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham, he stepped onto the pitch with fearless confidence. Within minutes, he dazzled the crowd with stepovers, runs, and flair never seen before in England. Sir Alex Ferguson became more than a coach to Ronaldo. He became a father figure. Ferguson guided him, disciplined him, and taught him the importance of team over individual. Under Ferguson's tough love, Ronaldo's raw talent began to evolve into something extraordinary. Cristiano transformed his body. He added muscle, strength, and power. The skinny boy from Madeira was becoming an athlete built for dominance. In 2004, Cristiano won his first trophy with United, the FA Cup. His dazzling dribbles, free kicks, and growing confidence began to silence the critics. Slowly, he was proving that he was not just a showman but a winner. Alongside Wayne Rooney, Ryan Giggs, and Paul Scholes, Ronaldo found himself in a team of warriors. And he was ready to shine. By the 2006-07 season, Ronaldo had transformed. He was no longer just a tricky winger. He was a goal machine. 23 goals. Countless assists. Manchester United won the Premier League and Ronaldo was named Player of the Year. The boy was now a man, and the world was beginning to take notice. The 2007-08 season was Cristiano's masterpiece. 42 goals in all competitions. His headers, free kicks, and dribbles left defenses helpless. He led United to Premier League glory, and then to the Champions League final in Moscow. In that final he scored. He also missed a penalty in the shootout. But fate was kind. United triumphed and Cristiano's tears flowed, tears of joy, of redemption, of glory. That year he won his first Ballon d'Or. At just 23 he was officially the best player in the world. Greatness, however, is never without challenges. Ronaldo faced red cards, harsh media criticism, and constant speculation about his future. Real Madrid had their eyes on him, and the world wondered, was Manchester just a chapter in his story? 2008-09 was his farewell season. Though not as prolific as the year before, Ronaldo still delivered unforgettable moments. Like his thunderbolt against Porto in the Champions League, a goal so powerful, even his rivals applauded. United reached another Champions League final, but fell to Barcelona. It was the end of an era. In 6 years at Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo transformed. He arrived as a skinny teenager with tricks. He left as the best player in the world with a Ballon d'Or, 3 Premier League titles, an FA Cup, 2 League Cups and a Champions League. Under Sir Alex Ferguson the boy became a man. And now, it was time to chase destiny in Madrid. July 6, 2009. The world watched as Cristiano Ronaldo was unveiled at Real Madrid. 80,000 fans packed the Santiago Bernabéu to welcome the most expensive signing in football history, Euro 94 million. The boy from Madeira was now the Galactico of a new era. Expectations were sky high. The pressure? Immense. But Cristiano thrived on pressure. This was the stage he had always dreamed of. His first season wasn't easy. Injuries slowed him down. Critics doubted whether he was worth the record fee. And in Spain he faced a new enemy, Lionel Messi. The Argentine genius had already conquered La Liga with Barcelona, and many believed Ronaldo would always be in his shadow. But Cristiano Ronaldo never feared rivals. For him, Messi wasn't competition. He was motivation. Every Barcelona goal, every victory, every trophy fueled Ronaldo's fire to work harder, train longer and rise higher. For nearly a decade, football witnessed the greatest rivalry in sports history. Ronaldo versus Messi. 2 men, 2 philosophies, 2 destinies, pushing each other to the edge of human possibility. Every week, every season, the world asked the same question. Who is the best? Messi had natural brilliance, grace, vision, magic. Ronaldo had power, speed and sheer willpower. Together they redefined greatness. Together they made each other immortal. Ronaldo's numbers at Real Madrid were beyond belief. 450 goals in 438 games. Let that sink in, more goals than games. He became Madrid's all-time top scorer, surpassing legends like Raúl. In La Liga he scored hat-tricks as if they were routine. In the Champions League he was unstoppable, becoming the tournament's all-time top scorer. Every time people doubted him, he answered with goals. Every time they said he couldn't, he showed them he could. He was not just a player. He was a machine built for greatness. Nothing defined Ronaldo at Real Madrid more than the Champions League. He lived for the big nights, the knockout stages, the finals. In 2014 he helped deliver La Decima, Real Madrid's long-awaited 10th European Cup. Then came 2016, 2017, 2018, 3 consecutive Champions League triumphs. An achievement almost unthinkable in modern football. In finals, in semi-finals, in the toughest games he delivered. When others felt fear, Ronaldo felt destiny. He became the man of the Champions League, the player who rose when the world was watching. When Real needed goals, he scored 3. Single-handedly destroying their city rivals. A goal so breathtaking even the Juventus fans stood to applaud. It was not just a goal. It was art. The final kick. The weight of history. He scored, and ran to the corner flag, shirt off, muscles flexed. A moment carved into football history. Cristiano Ronaldo at Madrid wasn't just about goals. It was about leadership. His teammates admired his work ethic, his obsession, his refusal to accept defeat. He demanded perfection, from himself and everyone around him. He was first to training, last to leave. He turned teammates into believers. His hunger was contagious. And slowly he built a culture at Madrid where winning wasn't just expected, it was demanded. El Clásico became the biggest show in sports. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Ronaldo versus Messi. Millions watched across the globe. And Ronaldo delivered, scoring crucial goals, silencing the Camp Nou with his iconic Calma celebration. Every Clásico wasn't just a match, it was history. During his time at Madrid, Ronaldo won 4 Ballon d'Ors for Champions League titles, 2 La Liga titles and countless other trophies. He didn't just meet expectations, he surpassed them. He became a symbol of Madrid's identity, relentless, fearless, legendary. In May 2018, after winning his 5th Champions League title, Cristiano Ronaldo shocked the world. He announced his departure from Real Madrid. After 9 seasons, 450 goals and countless memories, the legend of Ronaldo at Madrid had reached its final chapter. He came as the most expensive player in history. He left as the greatest to ever wear the white shirt. At Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play football. He wrote history. From doubters to worshippers, from rivals to admirers, the world bowed to Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid. He became the club's all-time top scorer. He conquered Europe. He fought Lionel Messi year after year, pushing football to heights it had never seen before. At Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo became more than a legend. He became eternal. July 2018. After 9 unforgettable years at Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo made a shocking move. His next destination, Italy. Juventus. A club with history, pride, and ambition. At 33 years old, many doubted if he could still dominate. But for Ronaldo, doubt was always fuel. A new league, a new country, a new challenge, this was the fire he craved. In Serie A league known for tough defenses and tactical battles, Ronaldo thrived. He scored 28 goals in his debut season, silencing those who claimed he was past his prime. He won the Serie A Player of the Year award, proving that greatness knows no age. His work ethic amazed his teammates. Younger players watched in disbelief as Ronaldo, even in his mid-30s, trained harder than anyone else. He wasn't slowing down, he was rewriting what it meant to age in football. In 2019, Juventus faced Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. After losing the first leg 2-0, critics said it was over. But in the second leg, Cristiano Ronaldo delivered one of the greatest performances of his career. A hat-trick, 3 goals. One man carrying an entire club on his back. Juventus advanced. Ronaldo reminded the world. He was still the king of Europe. Despite his brilliance, Juventus struggled in Europe. Early exits in the Champions League led to frustration. Some questioned the move. But Ronaldo still left his mark, winning 2 Serie A titles, scoring over 100 goals, and becoming the fastest player in club history to reach that milestone. He came to Italy not just to win, but to prove that hunger has no limits. And even when trophies didn't always come, Ronaldo never stopped giving everything. In August 2021, the football world exploded with emotion. Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, the club where he became a star. Old Trafford was electric. Fans wept with joy. It wasn't just a signing. It was a homecoming. And he didn't disappoint. In his first game back, he scored twice, showing the world that even at 36, he was still a goal machine. But United was not the same club he had left. Struggles on and off the pitch meant Ronaldo often carried the team by himself. He scored 24 goals in the 2021-22 season, including crucial Champions League winners. But for the first time, even Ronaldo's brilliance couldn't save the club. Yet through it all, his fire never dimmed. Every goal, every sprint, every roar to the crowd reminded the world, Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't give up. Ever. In 2022, tensions grew. Ronaldo wanted ambition, trophies, and respect. But United was in transition. His role was questioned. His frustrations became public. Eventually, the unthinkable happened. His contract was terminated. The second chapter at Manchester had come to a painful end. December 2022. A new chapter. Cristiano Ronaldo signed for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. Many called it the end. But Ronaldo saw it differently. For him, it was a chance to grow football in a new part of the world, to inspire millions, and to continue proving that greatness has no borders. Even at 38, he scored goals, broke records, and raised the global spotlight on Middle Eastern football. Once again, Ronaldo showed that his influence was bigger than any league, bigger than any club. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey, from Madeira streets to Sporting, to Manchester, Madrid, Juventus, back to Manchester, and now Al Nassr, has been more than just football. It has been about obsession, sacrifice, and the belief that limits don't exist. He has inspired generations. He has shown that success isn't born, it's earned through pain, sweat, and relentless will. Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a footballer. He is proof that with discipline, passion, and hunger, you can conquer the impossible. And though his career may one day end, his legacy will live forever. Cristiano Ronaldo was not born a legend. He was not handed greatness. He earned it. Through pain, through sacrifice, through endless hours when nobody was watching. From a small boy in Madeira with nothing but a dream, to a man who conquered England, Spain, Italy, and the world. He faced doubt. He faced failure. He faced criticism, rejection, and heartbreak. But he never stopped. He never gave up. He never listened to the voices that said it was impossible. Because for Cristiano Ronaldo, impossible was just a word. He proved that discipline beats talent when talent does not work hard. He proved that obsession is not madness, it is the fuel of champions. He proved that greatness is not given, it is taken by those who refuse to quit. And now his name lives forever. Not just in goals, not just in trophies, but in the millions he has inspired to chase their dreams, no matter how far, no matter how hard. Cristiano Ronaldo is more than a footballer. He is proof that when you believe, when you sacrifice, when you give everything, you can rise from nothing to everything. So the question is not what Cristiano Ronaldo has achieved. The question is, what will you achieve? Because if his story teaches us one thing, it is this: greatness is possible. For him. For you. For anyone willing to fight for it. This is the legacy of Cristiano Ronaldo.